Hi, this is Imelda Bell. Just going to give you a very quick tutorial on how to add snow and create an animated GIF with one of your photos in Photoshop. Right, first off, I'm going to create a layer and just draw some snow on it. Just using my brush tool, I'm very roughly adding it. Just covering it a bit so it looks semi-decent. Right, then I'm going to copy the layer. You can either do it by dragging it down and making a copy that way, which I've done here. And then just slowly drag your layer, move to move tool, just drag it down a bit to the position where you would imagine the next bit of snowfall would be. Once you've done that, just for speed, I'm doing Command J, which copies your image. So Command or Control J if you're on a PC. And each time, drag your image down just a little bit so that you get where the movement of the snow moving down the screen. Right, so I've got enough there. I'm going to put them into a group, and then I'm going to open the group, and I'm going to hide all of them except the bottom layer, which is the one I want to see. And I'm going to go to my workspace, and I'm going to select Timeline, which brings up the little timeline at the bottom of the screen. And you have an option between a video or a frame animation. So I want to create a frame animation. Then I've got several frames, so I just keep adding the little add frame. So I've got 5 images, 5 frames. My first one is correct. The second one, choose what I want. Third one, choose which bit I want. Third one, fourth one, etc. I go through and add one layer, so there's a different layer on each of those frames that's going to form my animation. Then I'm going to select them all, and I want to change the duration for all of them just to 0.2 of a second, just so I have a brief interval with each one. And I want to change it to loop forever, so it just keeps going. If you play, you can see it. And I've got a few spaces at the top of the screen, which doesn't look great. And what I can do is go back onto each individual layer and add just that little bit more snow to make it look a bit better. So individually, click on the frame that you want, make sure you're on the correct layer to draw or paint, and then put your little bit more extra snow, which it needs up the top of this image. So a bit more snow up the top. So just add it so it covers. And move on to the next frame, click on the frame, then go to the layer. And again, I'm going to use my brush tool and just draw a bit more snow on in the areas I want it. I'm doing this very roughly. I would normally do this so it's a bit neater, but obviously for speed, I just want to get through to show you how to do it. Again, just a little bit more snow on the top. There we go. And my final frame, again, select it and just draw a little bit more snow. There we go. Right, when I'm happy, I can play it. If I hit play, and just see what the final effect looks like. So that's the idea. Obviously, if you wanted to do it neater than that, you'd spend a bit more time. Right, then to save it, what I need to do is export or save for web. So export, save for web. If you're on an older version, it'll be just on save for web. And then you want to choose GIF or GIF, however you say it. Selection, diffusion, and transparency. And what I'm doing down here, because you have to show it full size for it to work, I'm changing it to 720. So it's still a fairly decent HD image. And then save it as your GIF or your GIF, wherever you want to save it. The only other thing just worth mentioning is that if you want to display it on Facebook, you have to do it from a link. So I would have to upload this to my website and then copy the URL for the media link and then share that to Facebook in order for it to be visible and show up as the animated GIF on Facebook. Okay, well, have fun and see you soon. Bye.